All right, so we're diving headfirst into the crypto market today. I mean, Bitcoin just blew past $80,000. That's got to get your attention, right?
It definitely does. And we're going to go deeper than just the price, get into the why.
Love that. So we've got charts, expert opinions, even on-chain data. The works.
We're leaving no stone unturned.
Okay, so let's start with Bitcoin. One source called this recent surge a beautiful candle. It just blasted past its old all-time high. What makes a move like that so important?
Well, it shows you serious buyer conviction, makes sudden reversal, less likely, like what we saw back in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when Bitcoin went from like $20,000 to $42,000 in just 4 weeks?
Oh, yeah. That kicked off a crazy bull run.
Exactly.
So are we strapping in for a moon mission then? $100,000? $200,000
Well,
Bitcoin?
hold on now. It's definitely a good sign, this breakout.
Mm-hmm.
But don't forget, pullbacks happen. That's just part of the game.
Right, right.
But in a strong market, those dips tend to be pretty short-lived. Good time to buy more.
I see, I see.
Plus, there's a few things fueling this breakout. Like, you've got institutions, right?
Mm.
Big players starting to see Bitcoin as a legitimate asset.
Yeah, that's a big one.
And then you can't forget about regulations.
Yeah.
As governments figure out how to deal with crypto, it brings more certainty, attracts investors.
Okay, so buckle up. There might be some ups and downs, but overall, we're looking up. Up? Okay, but what about these market cycles everyone's talking about? One expert we looked at thinks Bitcoin might be in the final phase of its cycle. Does that sound kind of scary?
Well, that's where technical indicators come in. Things like the RSI and Bollinger Bands.
Those sound complicated.
They're tools that analysts use to try and predict when the market might top out. Think of the RSI like a momentum gauge, kind of like the speedometer on a car.
Okay, got it.
Bollinger Bands, on the other hand, they plot standard deviations. Gives you a sense of volatility, potential turning points.
So they're like a crystal ball for crypto.
In a way, yeah.
One of our sources, CryptoCon, they use this RSI Bollinger Band percentage phase thing, and it's pointing to one more RSI peak before we could see a top.
Right, but no one can tell you exactly when that top will be. Could be 3 months, 6 months, even a year from now.
Ah, so no one really knows.
Nope. But we're probably closer to the end of this cycle than the beginning.
Okay, so excitement, but with a healthy dose of caution.
Got it. But it's not just what's happening in crypto, right? What about the rest of the world?
Ah, you're talking macro factors. Absolutely, they play a role. Like we've got analysis from Jack Lohr looking at the S&P 500, stock market stuff. He focuses on election years, presidential ones. Historically, there's this pattern of a peak in January followed by a pullback.
Interesting. So the stock market could give us clues about crypto.
Possibly. And then you add in the fact that the risk of a recession is going up, which usually means market downturns. History doesn't repeat, but it often rhymes.
I like that. And to complicate things further, we've got TechDev's analysis of what he calls liquidity cycles. Basically, when lots of money's flowing around, markets tend to rise. Right now, we're in that high liquidity period, but how long will it last? Who knows?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question.
Exactly.
And then on top of all that, China just announced a gigantic $1.4 trillion debt package. Isn't that just pouring even more money into the system?
It is, yeah, like throwing gasoline on a fire. Could boost global liquidity, which might push markets up, at least for a while.
So we've got Bitcoin breaking out, market cycles making us wonder, and a whole lot of uncertainty in the bigger picture. Man, that's a lot to digest. But what about all the other cryptocurrencies? Is it all Bitcoin or are other coins getting in on the action too?
Oh, Ethereum's definitely flexing its muscles. It's broken above $2,800, and we're seeing what's called a bull cross on the MACD chart, the weekly one.
Now, hold on. Before we get too technical, break that down for me. What's a bull cross on the MACD mean in plain English?
Sure. So the MACD, it's basically a momentum indicator, shows the relationship between two moving averages. A bull cross happens when one line crosses above the other. Basically means buying momentum is building. Could mean a big upward move is coming.
Oh, I see.
Some analysts think Ethereum could even hit $10,000 once it gets past $3,800. That's a key resistance level from the last cycle.
$10,000 Ethereum. Now you're talking. Any other altcoins we should be watching?
Solana's one to keep an eye on.
Oh.
Broken through resistance, could rally to $500.
Wow.
We're also seeing really strong on-chain data for projects like Near Protocol, Aptos, and Base. Transaction volumes, user growth, all looking good.
So even with Bitcoin stealing the show, there's a lot happening with altcoins too.
Oh yeah, this market never sleeps.
And speaking of excitement, can't forget about the meme coins. They're all over the top gainers list these days.
True.
Those tokens inspired by jokes and memes? It's crazy how much attention they get. Are they actually worth taking seriously?
Well, they definitely thrive in bull markets. When there's a lot of speculation, people are more willing to gamble. We came across a story about someone who almost became a millionaire from a meme coin. Just bought it on a whim.
No way. Almost a millionaire from a meme coin.
Yeah, but that's definitely not the norm.
Of course, of course.
Meme coins are super risky. For every success story, there are tons of people losing money.
Yeah, makes sense.
But that doesn't mean they should be totally ignored. Even a small investment in a meme coin with a market cap between, say, $20 and $100 million.
Could pay off big.
Potentially, yeah.
So high risk, high reward, huh? Sounds like meme coins come with a lot of excitement and a lot of potential heartbreak.
That's a good way to put it. And that brings us to a really important point, risk management. With all the potential in crypto and all the risks, you got to know how much you're willing to lose.
Absolutely. You've given us so much to think about already. We'll be right back to continue our crypto deep dive. Okay, so we're back and ready to keep going with this crypto deep dive. I gotta say, I'm already feeling a little more crypto savvy after all that, but man, with all this potential, it's gotta be tempting to, go all in.
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement, especially when you see those crazy gains some people are making.
Totally. But we gotta remember, this is still a young market, right? Things can change fast.
Oh, absolutely. Crypto's volatile, that's for sure. You got to be level-headed about it.
Right, right. We don't want people making decisions based purely on, like, FOMO.
Yeah, the fear of missing out, that's a dangerous game.
So how do you even go about, like, building a crypto investment strategy? It can feel kind of overwhelming with all the info out there.
Well, the first step is education. Get a good grasp of the basics.
Okay, basics first.
Learn about blockchain technology, the different types of cryptocurrencies, what makes the market move.
Which is kind of what we're doing here, right? Arming people with knowledge.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to ask for advice. Talk to experienced investors, maybe even a financial advisor. They can help you come up with a strategy that makes sense for you, for your goals, and your risk tolerance.
So knowledge is power, huh? Especially in crypto.
Big time.
Okay, so education's key. But what about the actual, like, how-to stuff? How do you buy, sell, store crypto? It all seems a bit mysterious.
Yeah, well, there are tons of crypto exchanges out there, places to buy and sell.
Right, exchanges.
Each one's a little different, has its pros and cons. Do your research, pick a reputable one, make sure you understand their fees and security.
Okay, so security is important.
Oh yeah, super important. You want an exchange that's going to protect your investment. And then there are crypto wallets.
Crypto wallets, what are those?
Think of it like your personal bank for crypto. It's where you securely store and manage your digital assets.
Ah, okay. A safe place for your coins.
Exactly. There are different types too. Hardware wallets are the most secure, but software wallets are more convenient for everyday use.
Got it, got it. Man, it's amazing how much there is to learn about crypto.
It's a lot, yeah. But it's also pretty exciting, wouldn't you say?
Oh, definitely. There's so much potential, so much innovation happening. It's kind of contagious, that energy.
I know what you mean. The crypto world is constantly changing, new projects popping up all the time, new opportunities. It's like we're on the edge of something really big.
You mentioned meme coins earlier and how they can be risky, but also really profitable. Is there a way to, like, invest in meme coins strategically? Or is it all just a gamble? I mean, they're all over the place.
Well, speculation's always going to be part of it with meme coins, for sure. But you can increase your odds by doing some research.
Oh, okay, so there is some strategy involved.
Yeah, look for projects with strong communities, active developers, and a real reason for existing beyond just the hype.
So not all meme coins are created equal.
Nope. Some are just pump and dump schemes,
Yeah.
designed to make the creators rich.
It's got to be careful.
Definitely. But some actually have potential. It just takes some digging to separate the good ones from the bad ones. It's like evaluating any other investment, really.
You got to be part detective, part financial analyst. Sounds like an adventure.
It is. And even if you're not into meme coins, it's good to stay informed about those trends. They give you insight into investor sentiment, which can affect other parts of the market. Everything's connected.
So for our listener out there who's maybe thinking about dipping their toes into crypto, what's the one piece of advice you'd give them? What's the most important thing?
Start small. Learn as you go. And never, ever invest more than you can afford to lose. It's like anything new, you learn by doing. Crypto's a marathon, not a sprint.
I like that. Marathon, not a sprint. So be patient, be informed, and have a strategy.
Exactly.
And remember, you don't have to figure it all out on your own. There's a whole crypto community out there ready to help. People are always willing to share knowledge, insights, and even some laughs along the way.
Yeah, that sense of community is really special. It's a global thing driven by this shared belief in the power of, decentralized technology. People want a more open, transparent, and fair financial system. It's pretty inspiring.
It really is. It feels like we're watching a new financial paradigm being born right in front of us, one that could empower people and change the way things have always been done. Pretty exciting stuff.
For sure. And even though there will be challenges along the way, the potential is huge. I mean, the possibilities are endless.
Well said. We've covered a lot of ground already. But we have one more section to go, so stick with us. We'll be right back to wrap up this crypto deep dive.
And we're back. Time to wrap up this crypto deep dive. We've talked about Bitcoin's breakout, those market cycles, even jumped into the wild world of meme coins.
It's been a journey. Hopefully, you're feeling a little more confident about crypto now, more ready to navigate it all.
I know I am. But before we say goodbye, we want to leave you with something to think about. Given everything we've discussed, the potential upsides, the risks, all the crazy trends, what role do you want crypto to play in your life?
Yeah. Are you ready to jump into this decentralized future? Do those investment opportunities have you feeling like, all right, let's do this? Or are you just kind of curious about this whole new technology?
Because honestly, whatever your reason is, the crypto world is massive. And it's always changing. There's something for everyone. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned trader or just starting to learn.
And if you want to dive even deeper, make sure you check out our free newsletter. We break down the latest crypto insights, give you expert analysis, even share some exclusive tips and tricks, all delivered straight to your inbox.
It's the best way to stay in the loop. Stay informed, engaged, and maybe even find your next big crypto opportunity.
So until our next deep dive, keep exploring, keep learning, and never lose that curiosity about the world of crypto. See ya!